He's going to try and get Crowding under braking. This is brave stuff. Late on the brakes. Crowding also brakes late as well. Whole position. Very, very good driving, guys. Sophisticated. Jesus H. Christ. Just go home. Look at that shape. What a move. Look at that, guys. Yeah. What a move from Shane and Borno. What a move from Shane and Borno. That is going to be a move. That's so brave. The wall was like that far away. Wow. Brave it here. Oh, they're going through side by side. They're going through side by side. Fantastic driving. Oh, Owen just runs over the curb a little bit. Amazing driving there from Owen, Howell and Giles. 95. And look at Roland, he's made ground. Stunning. Hit the flip button, guys. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, he's going to be easy. Binky's fighting, coming through the hairpin. Oh, no one's lifted. Look at this. Through the S's side by side. Oh, wow. Wings on. Jamie's got the high ground at the moment. Can he maintain that high ground? Goodness me, their real bashers are coming up towards the tunnel. Who is going to give ground here? Good Lord, side by side. Great driving, guys. Great driving. Let's keep it going. And Suplex, keep an eye on him. He's just coming through. Just come out of the S's. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's gone up the squares to the inside. Double overtaken the hairpin. Ballsy stuff. Balls. Look at this. Look at this. This previous hunting is picking this one up. Here he comes. Is he going to make a loop for Ascari? He is. You know, I think he's going to send this one. Oh my goodness. Way low on the brakes. They're going from side to side for Ascari. Great driving. Hit the clip button. You know what to do, guys. Here comes Bingley. And oh, I thought he was going to get the job done. He still might get the job done. Here we come. And he's going to get it. Where is he? Adam L.B. is fighting. No, Adam L.B.'s fighting back. Adam L.B. is not giving this position up. Now he's got through. Oh, Kerr Bush trying to thread the eye of the needle. Three abreast going through. Launching one almost. Jesus. Wow. what a move! What a switchback! What a switchback! Is he going to make it stick? Oh my goodness me! That's great driving, guys. Huh? What? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Adam LB with the double overtake going into Parabolica. Oh, I think JD, this is going to be close. Oh, it's a three-way. Oh, it's a four-way dance. My God, Jason's taking the lead. All right, St. Liam has got the position back, but look at this. They're trying to break the toe. Perennial. Sam Tubbs going to try and send up the inside. Perennial going into turn 12 with the hairpin. Oh, and Finn here has to get on the brakes pretty quick. And Finn's going to go up the inside on the soft. Is he going to do a double? Is he going to do a double? And Schumacher's right there as well. Man, this is where it's at. Good Lord. Oh, and Schumacher goes at the inside of Perennial. What a lovely move from Schumacher. He's made it stick. Brilliant move. Somebody clip that. Get the clips going, guys. Kenzie Retro. Thank you very much, says Shuey.
Oh, how about dinner?
Man, he was on -2. Oh, Sink Dash is going to be careful, Sink. Oh, contact with Perennial. They're going side by side for the Degners. This is brave driving. And Sink Dasher, wow, what a great move. He took Perennial on the inside of the Degners. Up front, side by side, Jackie Jr. was overtaken by Batters and was just going to switch through and got the position back again. But here comes Batters. Jackie Jr. paces his car superbly on the inside line coming into turn 4. Batters is going to have to go the long way round. And Jackie says, you ain't getting past, son. The door is firmly shut and locked. He's going to have a run it back with Pajalo. Oh, he almost runs out of it. Had to switch, big switcheroo. He's going to get him with DRS. And he's going to move himself at P3. Let's have a look at Watto and Rufio again. Rufio defensive, making their way down towards Stowe. Rufio giving the room. Good driving, gentlemen. Good driving. Keep it up. Coming to braking in towards Vale. Pace's seen that one coming before. Now he's just taking a lovely defensive line, and Flappy's going to have to. No, Flappy's going round the outside. Oh, they're side by side through 4 and 5. What a Flappy. Oh my goodness me. That was a sensational move from Flappy. But Hayes is going to try and come back in here. Flappy retook the lead with, I think, was one of the best moves I've seen all season. Round the outside there with the long left hander. That was the land of horseshoe, that there. But I think Watto should have this when we think he's going to use his battery now. Switches to the inside. Oh, he's on the grass! Oh my word! How? Clip it. How did he not lose that then? That was remarkable. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you all doing? It's Big K in the Xbox. Barricade Bob, the racing guru. Welcome, one and all, to the channel tonight, ladies and gents. We got some top quality racing coming at you. It's the season finale, actually. Total Impact Racing Division 3 Stallions. 8 weeks ago they started. Tonight they finish under the lights of Bahrain for the Season 6A finish. And it's going to be a belter. It's going to be an absolute belter. So I was thinking of a word then. It completely slipped my mind, so I said finish instead. I don't know why I said that. But anyways, How are we all doing? Got a special guest. In fact, no, he's not really a special guest commentator. He's my usual Wednesday night partner in crime. It can mean only one thing. It means Beer's going to get a stutter because it's Mr. TIR. Gandhi. Good evening, buddy.
Good evening.
How we doing, man? You good?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Getting ready for another action-packed show.
Absolutely.
That's what they give us. So.
Championship is still up for grabs. It's looking more towards one guy than somebody else, but it's still up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. So all to play for. The guys can ready up whenever they feel like it. We do have the number of people in the lobby that we are expecting, so we can get underway. Let's have a quick look at the Chili Chat Chat. Pumpy straight at big boy live on the final race of the season. You got it. Quote of the day. Jason, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Up the beer, says my good friend, Mr. Batters. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Up the bloody beer, how are you? Says Ash Rainbow. Hey, man, Ash, it's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you, my main man. Welcome back, welcome back. Matty says I'm here. Yeah, he's in a car as well. He's jumping in. Cheers, Matty. Pumping then says in the chat, I can't wait for season 6 to be over. Let's go with a complete spam of Mr. El Tucker Man Gaming's immo. I do like it, actually.
He said the same for 5 as well, though, didn't he?
I don't know. Pumpy just likes every season to end, I think. I don't know. I don't know. But the guys are going to ready up very shortly, and we're going to get underway at Bahrain. Of course, you missed a great race last night. We've had late safety car, basically. Happening all the way through the race week so far. So, are we going to get another late safety car tonight? That's the question.
Time will tell.
I'm going to put a note for the Discord. This is for people who can't speak English. It goes in big capital letters. Ready up. You know, we want to get racing here. We want to get racing. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. I've literally put that in the first Discord channel I've looked at. I'm really hoping it's Division 3. It could be the tarantula eating a snake Discord that I'm in, for all I know. It could be in a midget porn Discord, for all I know. I really don't know. But here we go. I think they're ready enough. There we go. We're about to get going. I'm going to do a stream prediction tonight as well, actually, because we haven't done one for a little while. Don't forget, of course, for all you drivers, make sure public in-game telemetry is set to public so we can have a little bit of beer laboratory. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of work in the background and quickly get a prediction. I'm going to get my creative dashboard up to have a little, if it'll let me. There we go. Get my dashboard up. And I'm going to do a little prediction before we actually go live. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay, let's work this out. Well, the winner. Okay, it's going to be an interesting poser for you, actually. It's going to be an interesting poser. Something I don't think I've done this question before. Okay,
what we got?
I'm going to give 2 choices. It's either going to be yes or no. Okay, I'm going to run it actually for quite some time to give you a chance to have a real gamble on this one. Okay, right. So the question's coming up now. This is tonight's prediction. Take a good look at that one because it's quite simple. Will the winner on track tonight get fastest lap? All right, you won't know the answer until the end of the race. So I'm going to run it for the full 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to run it for the full 30-minute duration. So hopefully you guys can gamble some serious channel points. Batters in the chat says, Beer, I actually finished last week. Yes, you did. Congratulations, Batters. You broke your cherry. First successful completion of a race last week, dude. The only way is up. Keep it going, man. I expect to see you on the podium this week. You know what I'm saying? Jason and chat says, I'll be glad that this part of the season will be over. I have had a bad season so far, but we'll come back stronger for the second part of the season. Bring it on. That's what I'd like to see. Some fighting talk, even. What the fuck?
Well, looking at
fighting talk from Jason.
6B, mate. There's some pretty interesting tracks coming up.
Yeah, we start off at Spa, of course. We're gonna have a week.
Kick it off with Spa.
Yeah, we're gonna have a week off, and then we're gonna go to Spa, and I may even dust off the old wheel because I do like a bit of Spa. You know what I'm saying?
Spa, mate.
Do you know what nemesis
Pat Tate's in the
means?
chat.
A righteous infliction of retribution
Bit of brick top.
manifested by an appropriate
All right,
agent.
let's go trackside and take a look at tonight's runners and riders. Okay, whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to get telemetry organised as well. Mini-map is on. We've got a Ferrari out on track. It's going to be Mr. Chokley himself, E.T. Oakley. And let's just get telemetry launched. What the hell? I've got a speech impediment tonight, I swear to God. It's me doing that deliberate stutter for Mr. I Gandhi. It set me off, like, you know what I mean? Let's get telemetry launched anyway. I'll give you a quick rundown of tonight's runners and riders. From the top end, making his debut tonight, actually, CRF1 Ben, who's looked pretty quick in his time trial submissions. IRL Schumacher, Mr. Preacher, the Mighty Codzilla, MCD Coda, Knizzle, XRL, Jacob, RRT, Just Hayes, Waddo, Matty, Massey, Skeefy, Championship Leader, Mr. Brutal JMK, Chokers, Ants, Ash Rainbow, Pat Tate, and Night Fury Damage. Yeah, I think I got it right. Okay, so we're about to go. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me tonight. I really, really don't. But let's jump on board with Chokers. He's about to start his first flying lap. Here we go. DRS is activated, and he crosses the start-finish line now and starts his first flying lap. Let's see if he gets on, making his way down to turn number 1, which of course is a 100-degree right-hand hairpin. Adverse camber as well. Rolls it in second gear. We'll probably quickly shift up to third to get the traction out of the corners. He comes through 2, exits 3, another DRS zone. This track calls 3 DRS zones. And let's see how he gets on now, making his way to turn 4. Put quite a wide entrance is the optimal line. Throw the car in, just roll it around as he now makes his way through 5 and 6. The downhill S's through turn 7. You've got to really try and avoid that right-hand curb there, or you will spin up into another hairpin, bottom of the hill at turn 8. Again, quick shift up for the gears to get the traction, stop the chance of the back end snapping out. Down through 9 and 10 is horrible, double left-handed. This is so difficult to pick your braking point here. Then into DRS zone and number 3. Yes, I did say there was 3. And making his way down. It's a short run down to turn 11. He'll probably go quite wide on the approach and then throw the car in. Doesn't cut the curb. A lot of drivers cut the curb there to try and carry a bit more speed through. Up through turn 11, 312, the curb of doom. You've got to get close to the curb and not actually touch it. Turn 13, nicely through there, and back on the power again as he starts to make his way down the hill now towards the final 2 corners, turns 14 and 15. 14 is well, they're both right-handers. The idea in here is to actually get the car out wide and throw it in, because you've got to try and carry as much speed as you can through turn 14. And we're going to see his target lead lap. There we go, 129.413.
Followed by Coda, mate.
Here comes MCD Coda on the medium compound tyre. This looks already considerably quicker. And there we go, 127.933 from MCD Coda on the mediums.
Ash Rainbow's just about to finish.
That's Rainbow 127.955, also on the medium compound tyres. We're going to go with one, I think it's, we've got an Alfa Romeo on track. That's Coda on an out lap. Good now for Torri. Is that Matty? Is that Matty?
It is Matty.
Let's have a look at Matty. Making his way down now towards turn 11. So this is the third DRS zone on the circuit. I don't know if this is really the best place to have a DRS. I'd much rather see a double DRS coming out from turn 13 all the way down the hill to turn 14. But you guys would have heard me say that a million times in chat over the years, because I just think it's right. Here. DRS here. This is where you want it. As he makes his way down the hill, down towards turn 14. Is he going to throw the car out? Yeah, there we go. Making the car. You've got to test the track limits to throw the car in to carry all that speed to the final corner. It can make or break your lap. DRS open. Maddie comes through 128.092 on that particular one. Got a whole gaggle of cars coming through. I'm going to miss it. Yeah, I'm putting. Okay, well here comes XRL Jacob. Now we know Jacob's got some pace. Massey goes fastest so far, 27.729. This is quicker, 27.249. Wow. Skeefy goes through the 27.417 at the P2. It's all happening here. We've seen some good lap times come through. Let's have a look at Codzilla. I like having a look at Codzilla when he races, because things happen.
Oh, what's happened at turn 1?
It's not COD, is it?
Oh.
No, I'm on it.
I believe it was cars just moving out of the way.
Ah, right, yeah. Got McLaren coming through now. I think that's someone about to start another flying lap.
No, she's in American.
Knizzle's about to start a fly. We've got a Haas out on track at the moment. I think that's Night Fury damage. I'm going to stay with COD at the moment. Just coming up the top of the hill, turn 13. He's on the medium compound tyre. Let's see how he gets on. He's trying to look like a pro now, you see, keeping that car wide at turn 14. There we go. That's what I like to see, COD. I mean, you know, you drive like a Div 7 driver, but you look like a pro. That's what we love about Codzilla, don't we? I'm just kidding. 128.748. There you go. See, good time. He's beaten Jogley. He's smashed Jogley. Who's Knizzle? Nope.
Yeah, brutal.
Brutal. I can't see.
Oh, no, he's
He's on an outlap.
Sorry.
Yeah, we've got Just Hayes on a lap at the
Hayes,
moment.
mate.
She's just coming out turn 14. Now, she's the one person who can stop Brutal JMK from winning the championship tonight. I'm going to put league tables up during qualifying, actually, to have a little look. Here comes Hayes, 127.079, puts her into P8. As soon as the first lot of laps have been done, I'm going to throw up the league tables. Let's have a look now at championship leader, Mr. Brutal JMK. Adam LB says, Oakley losing to Cod. Oh dear, someone sacking. And he's on a softer tyre. No, he was just on a bank. He was just on a banker. He was just on the banker as Mr. Chokers, just setting a lap time. You know, letting the guys get into false sense of security. Then boom, boom, he'll launch it. Pumpy the chat though says, I feel like Oakley's going to choke in a race. Wow, Oakley's not got a lot of fans tonight. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Pat has just invalidated.
Okay, you're very quiet, Andrew.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. You can
looking up at the Poxy
yeah.
telly.
Well, no, I know what you're doing, mate. The microphone's in your room, but you're actually sat on the loo having a big tom tit right now. I know what the deal is. As Night Fury.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. 127.026. Let's look at Brutal JMK. Championship leader, of course. I think he's about 39 points in front. So he's going to take some catching tonight. He's going to have to really DNF for Hayes to win, but we will have a look at that in a couple of minutes' time. But this looks a pretty tidy banker lap from Brutal, 127.538. There we go, P4 for the Brutal one. IRL Schumacher's just started. Okay, let's jump on board Advance. Mr. CKS Dark Rider, good evening, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, brother. Hope you're having a good evening at this fine Wednesday evening. I lose track of the days, mate.
Yeah, mate, you ain't the only one. I do as well.
I really, really do. Let's see how Arts gets on. Arts hasn't had the best of seasons, but, of course, because we're combining the points from 6A, 6B, he's got every chance, because we know Arts has got some serious pace, and this is a quick lap. There we go, 126.586, the quickest guy so far on the soft compound tyres. Let's have a look at IRL Schumacher, just coming out of turn 10, the third DRS, so let's see how he gets on. Looking resplendent in the Aston Martin. I do like the Aston Martin. I do like it. So much so, I bought the hat. You know what I mean? I haven't worn the hat for ages.
Got the gearbox glitch.
Lovely. Oh, not on mine. He hasn't. I'm going to put on the Aston Martin hat, mate. I've not had it on for such a long time. Hang on.
I'll tell you what, I got one of them the last month. I do that F1 drive crate. And yeah, I got an Aston Martin hat, this season's one, in my box.
Yeah, mine. This cost me about 30 quid, I think, something like that. Anyway, here comes Mr. Schumacher, 128.778 on his first one. So everyone's done a quick lap. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is just going to minimise me. You'll still see me in the bottom right-hand side, of course. Do we have to look at Pat Tate? I suppose we better, hadn't really. Let's have a look at Pat Tate. Actually, it looks a decent lap. 128.897 on the mediums. That's not bad. It's not too shabby. They're in P10. But what we're going to do now, I'm going to go... I'm just going to see who's first on track, actually. There's a McLaren on out. That could be Ash Rainbow. Or was that CRF Ben? It's Ben. He's going to be the next car coming through. But I'm going to minimise me for a moment so we can take a look at the league tables going into tonight's race.
I'm not sure what Ferraris are up to.
Okay, let's get some league tables up for you going into tonight's race. There we have it. We've got the white division up. Yeah, there we have it. Brutal JMK. See, if you look at that, he is... I can't even read that. Jesus Christ. He's 37 points ahead of Hayes. So he has got to outscore... He is basically, if he scores 10 points tonight, to be sure, 10 points, he will take the 6A championships. He's got to score 10 points. Now, with the TIR... point scoring system, which I'm going to have to very, very quickly look at. So just watching CRF Ben 1 on the lap at the moment. So what Brutal's got to do, he's got to finish in the top 10. If Brutal gets a top 10 finish tonight, no matter what Hayes does, she cannot overhaul him. Unless, of course, he gets a penalty in the stewards report. But basically, for argument's sake, if Brutal finishes in the top 10 tonight, he is the 6A Division 3 champion. Alright, so that is how it's all standing at the moment, as you can see there. But some guys have a good season. Schumacher's, they're still pressing for P2. You've got Skeefy, Wado, Massey, and Knizzle and even Arts all still potentially could grab P2 in the championship. So that's just a quick reminder there. I'll just stay on the mini screen as Ben comes through, and then we'll jump on some more cars. Ben switched over, of course, onto the soft compound tyre. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Massey, 126.443. Wow, where did he come from?
Solid time.
Mm.
I think the Ferrari 6 and 5 laps on them offs.
Codzilla's invalidated. Let's have a look at... where's Bob the Builder? We haven't seen Bob the Builder yet. He's invalidated as well. Where about Matty? Where's Matty on track at the moment? Matty is just coming out of turn 3. Up towards turn 4. We'll jump on him. You need to read the chat, dude.
Set.
Here comes Matty, then coming through turns 5, 6, and then 7.
Ask Beer where he comes from.
Yeah, you need to ask the question.
Beer, where do you come from?
From my mother's snatch. There you go. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's for Gregors.
Wow.
Yeah, he remembers that from Drunken Beer, the infamous stream last summer. All right, let's watch Matty then. Matty come right turn 11. Let's see how he gets on. No, it's definitely not Candyland, Jakey G. Far from it, mate. Holy crap. Matty well up, of course. Jacob gets fast as 126.1. Hey, Gandhi, you should be telling me who's coming through, dude. This is your job, man. You're my spotter.
I'm looking, mate.
What are you looking at? Play Bunny of the Month or something? Here comes Matty. Here comes Matty coming through next. Good lap, this 126.371. Oh, look at this AlphaTauri lockout as it stands. Wow.
Night Fury's just coming through.
Yep, let's jump on board with. It's 126.498 goes P4 for the Haas team. Brutal JMK Championship leader, currently down in P9. Switched over from mediums to softs. They're just coming up through the curb of doom. Let's see how it gets on up through turn 13. Cuts the corner quite nicely there. That's good. That allows the car to run wide on the exit. And he's making his way now down the hill towards turn 14. You see the car just veer off the left. There he goes to get the right line. Throw the car into 14 and get on the power as quickly as you can and carry all that speed through. Brutal is on a good lap here. Oh, look at that, a 126.029. Sealing. Has he just sealed the pole position deal? We'll have to find out, but that's a stonking lap. Pat Tate's on the fly. MCD Coder's off doing a bit of Colin McRae, so we'll jump on board with Pat Tate.
I've literally just heard a bang from downstairs, and now my child is crying.
Oh, yeah. You better go sort that out, mate.
I've got to put mama down there. So, give me 2 seconds, mate. I'll,
yeah. You do. You got to do, man. You got to do. I've got to give a couple of shout outs. Actually, new follows: Fine Cut 85 and 13th Density. Thank you for the follows, gentlemen. Jason the chat says Oakley has done 6 laps in the softs. Oh dear. And Oakley goes, and what? Oof, fight. That's what you want to see. Come on, kick off. Here comes, talk about fighting, here comes Pat Tate, our resident bouncer. Let's see how he gets on. Making his way down the hill. 127.897, the mediums on his first run. He'll be looking to go a lot quicker than that on the soft compound tyre. Let's see how he gets on now, coming for the final couple of corners. And what can Pat Tate do? Can he get it? It looks like it should be in the 26 as well. In the 26s, that's a good lap. So 126.368 puts Pat Tate up to P3. Putting some pressure on the leaders there. We've got about 2.5 minutes to go in qualified. Coda is about to start flying now. Invalidate this first run. Zirconium says, I swear half the grid would out qualify me. I tell you what, they're on it tonight, mate. They are really on it tonight.
I am back.
All right. Jason replies as Oakley. He says, "Come on, Oakley, you did better than this in Division 2 last season." Yeah, do you know what, Jason? I'm starting to think your way. I think Oakley is one of those drivers. He rises. Oh, MC Coda rises off the curb and almost into a barrier. Oakley Chokers is the kind of guy. I think he rises to the occasion. I'm not talking about his sexual prowess, by the way. I hasten to add. Just getting that one absolutely straight. But he just seems to rise to the occasion when it comes to. He steps up a level when he has to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry.
And I think you'll find, like, when it comes to the crunch, he does the bizzo. Okay, let's have a look at Hayes just coming through turn 10. Now, not working with a teammate at the moment. I was wondering if they might be trying to help each other out, but not at all. Arts is just starting to fly actually. But watching Hayes just coming up through the uphill S's now through turn 12. Again, that curb, you got to get close to it to carry the speed through. But as I said before, you can't touch that curb. Your car just snaps around. Got yellows in sector 2. I'm just looking on the mini map. It's just some slow traffic getting out of the way. So this is important now. As Brutal is currently on pole, what can Hayes do? Can she get close? Schumacher has retired. Okay, he's just retired from the session. Hayes, 126.518. That puts her into P7. Okay, Ben's about... no, Ben is not about to come through. Where's Codzilla?
Cod, he's just coming through now, mate.
127.174 for Cod. That puts me into P12. Got the second AlphaTauri coming through. In fact, they're both starting laps. Got a Haas. Is that Coda? Is that Coda? No, it's not. It's the other guy.
Night Fury. Just about to start.
Okay, I think... Where's Mr. Skeefy? He's just coming around the final corner. Skeefy switched over to the soft compound side. This is going to be a... about a 26.2 here, I reckon. This is a quick lap from Skeefy. Oh, there we go. Wait, wow. 126.198. Yeah, there we go. It's P3. A great lap from Skeefy. Almost missed that one. I'm glad I caught that one. Here comes Mr. Massey. Now, Massey's 2 tenths up at sector 2 split. This could be close to pole position. This is a quick lap from Massey. It's a... Yeah, there we go. 126.18. 1/100th of a second faster than his teammate. And here comes Arndt now. He's backed out. He's in the pits. We've got Ash Rainbow. Ben's about to come through. He's starting to fly now. We've got a gaggle of cars coming through. So look at the 2 Ferraris. Why has it gone on to that? Okay, Oakley's backed out of his lap. Whatever's on a fly at the moment coming through sector 2. Looks like it could be either Ash Rainbow. Yeah, Ash Rainbow slightly up on his sector 2 split, but not by much. He may be able to jump Hayes. Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
He might be able to jump Hayes here, and he does. He goes P8. Got one of the Mercedes coming through. Is that Hayes? She's coming into the pits. Got one of the AlphaTauris coming through. Is that Matty? No, it's not Matty. So it's Jacob with a 125.952, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
That is a stonker. Night Fury is up on his sector 2 split as well. He's backed out. He doesn't want to start on those tyres. Okie dokie. Bob the Builder. Come on, Bob. Set a lap. 126.741. There we go. Bob finally sets his lap in P12. Watto is about to come through now as well. 1.2 seconds up. He needs to find quite a bit of pace here. And it's good enough for P15, 127.493. So now eyes are on Brutal JMK and also on, I don't think the 2 Williams are going to go faster. Now, Brutal's down in the split. I don't think Brutal's found the time here. I don't think he's found any time. He was down at the sector 2 split. In fact, he's bailed out. He's coming to the pits. So that could be it in qualifying, I think, ladies and gents. That looks like it's it. Massey's on a warm-down lap as well, cool-down lap. So Jacob takes pole position.
Great time.
Listen to Oakley. Adam LB says, last to first challenge, easy. Oakley says, piss easy, mate. I think Adam means last to first on the race, not last to first to crash out, chokers. Yeah. All right. We're about to going to take a break. I think I'm just going to give you the rundown of the qualifying positions shortly. Andrew, could you do the old screenshots, please, matey? If you'd be so kind.
Yeah, mate. As soon as Massey's car's pitted, we'll go through. I can grab one now. To be fair.
I don't know, chokers. I mean, I don't know. See, with me, it's first to last challenge. You know what I mean? That's what I did at Britain. I did the first to last challenge. I qualified and Paul was leading. I binned it and I finished last.
Wow.
So, you know, I can do it. Last to first challenge. First to last challenge. Anyways, well, Andrew's going to get the screenshots done. We'll give you a rundown. Let's just turn telemetry off for the moment and we'll give you a rundown of qualifying. So, XRL Jacob takes the pole, the only driver to get a sub 1 minute 26 lap. That's an absolute stonker. Championship leader Brutal JMK in P2, right where he needs to be. Then we've got the 2 Williams drivers in Massey and Skeefy on row 2. Pat, Tate and Matty on row 3. Who's this guy? You need to get rid of him. I don't know who this guy is. He's got to go. can you get rid of Andrew? Row 4, Night Fury Damage and Andrew. Row 5, Hayes and Arts. They will start the race on those tyres. And then outside the top 10, we have Ben and Preacher on row 6, Knisler and Cotter row 7, Watto and Coda row 8, and Schumacher and Oakley row 9. There, right, guys left the session. That's good news. Okay. So, and of course, the guys outside the top 10 will have a free tyre compound choice of their choice, basically. Right, so we've had a look at the league tables. We're going to throw it back to the command centre for a little bit.
Already, haven't we?
You what, sorry?
We've had a little bit of a show already. Some quality laps we've seen. Just
Absolutely, mate, absolutely. I'm just going to quick fucking hell. Can I start the stream again? Because I just can't get a word out. I'm going to put. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying, and I can't say it. I just fucking can't say it, man. Right, I'm going to put a quick note up in the Discord. See, if I speak slowly, it all comes out rather than just gabbling out, like, you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get a message up in the Div3 chat as well, so the guys can ready up in 5 minutes. Ready up in 5 minutes. Okay, whilst I'm here, some absolutely selfless self-promotion. Actually, it's selfish self-promotion. Guys, if you haven't seen today, any of you team bosses out there have not signed up, the FGWC Big 2 sign-up for the mini-season, the 6-race mini-season went live today. Okay, we're looking for 10 of the top esports teams to take part. We're already oversubscribed. We've got 13 teams already entered, and we're going to be doing qualifiers for that event on the 13th of May. Track to be notified. But there's still a few more teams that need to get signed up, but we've had an amazing response on day one of the sign-up. So thank you to everybody who has signed up for the Big Twos in FGWC. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a fantastic little tournament with, of course, a prize pool as well, big prize pool put up by the fat man himself, the racing guru. And it's going to be an exciting tournament. Making a debut in the Big Twos for the mini-season will be none other than esports alumni Team Shizou. That's one of the big names coming in into the next competition, which I'm really excited about. Some absolutely fantastic drivers at Shizou.
Big news.
Yeah. So, there we go. Right, don't forget, of course, you've got the prediction up in the chat. Will the winner on track also take the fastest lap tonight, ladies and gents? That is tonight's question. It's still got a few minutes to run. 15,000 channel points redeemed, or gambled, say yes, against 41,000 saying no. So most of the people think that it's going to be somebody from outside P1 is going to get fastest lap. We'll have to wait and see on that one. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Let me just check something real quick. Do you know what? I will put the league tables up just to remind you guys of the permutations going into tonight's race. Okay, so that's a quick reminder where we're at. Brutal Gem K is. I can't barely bloody read that. Jeez, I need new glasses. On 165 point. Why is it so fat? Do you know what, Gandhi? I think the kebab pad has taken the piss out of me. It's made all the text and font wide and fat as if it's trying to do an impression of me. That is not on. Wow. It's a 37-point gap between Brutal Jam K and RRT Hayes. Now, of course, with the TIR point system, 45 points for win, 36 second, etc., top 15 score. By my calculations, Brutal Jam K needs to score 10 points tonight. So that's the top 10 finish for Brutal, and that should be enough to seal the deal, regardless of what Hayes can do. If Hayes wins the race, basically Brutal's got to finish outside the top 10 for Hayes to grab the championship at the last minute. So that is where we're currently at. Of course, the way we're doing it is you've got Season 6 is split into two. You've got Season 6A, Season 6B. We're going to take the points in the end of both seasons, combine them, average them. You see, I have people kicking off because I'm like, no, just double the point. I'm a mathematician. I like to do things, square root of and all that kind of stuff, and it's my decision. So, hey, deal with it. So it's the same, basically. Take the two lots of points together to crown a Division 6 overall champion. And that is for all the divisions in TIR, all 6 of them. So that's how it's all going to be worked out. Brutal JMK in the chat says, let's do this. No DNF for me. Well, the thing is, Brutal, what you got to think about is the guys around you are going to be racing hard. You cannot afford to get tangled up in it tonight. That's the thing, isn't it? It's that little bit of pressure situation, perhaps, for the championship contender, the champion-elect. You know, does he get involved? Does he fight? Does he let cars pass, knowing a top 10 finish will do the trick? See, he's trying to put "I know" in the chat, but he's so nervous. His fingers are tingling. He can't even get. Oh, you'll be fine, bro. I'm just teasing you, dude. You will be fine. You will be fine.
Question is, has he done his nervous poo?
Well, yeah, because there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with liquid poo halfway through a race. I'm telling you that, man.
That's it.
You know. But we're just waiting for the guys to ready up. It is now 5 minutes, so if anyone wants to ready up, we can go racing now. It's 32 minutes past the hour.
It is go time.
And we can crack on with this race. Just going to wait for someone to ready up now and do the honours, and then
Yeah.
we'll get going. There we go. Somebody has readied up. Find out who it was. Send a screenshot. I'll give him a race ban. Just kidding. And we'll get underway. All right. Cheers for tuning in, everybody. As always, I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit that follow button. Let me know who you are. Give you a nice warm shout out to the channel. And of course, you get notified of future beer and kebab content. All right. Okay, so this is it, ladies and gents. After 8 races, we're about to get underway. I hope, because I've got I'm looking at a pit lane at the moment.
Yeah, mate, me too.
Does someone need to
Pop a...
press their button? I hate this. Good old Codemasters, eh?
I just popped in Discord, ready up.
We're still waiting at the moment. I'm looking down a pit. Well, the guys at home can see exactly what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a pit lane at the moment. There we go. There we go. It's all sorted. Let's go trackside. Okay, let's get some beer lemmetry up for you guys watching at home. Okay, get the track details up as well. Okay, there we go. Right, so looking at the strategies then, top 10 of course all on the soft compound tyres. They did their qualifying laps. Outside of top 10 we've got a couple of mixed strategies. Most of the guys have opted for the medium compound tyre. Preacher and Shuey though have opted for the hard compound tyre. They're hoping to go deep into the race. What they won't want probably early doors really as a safety car. They want a good clean start so they can get into their racing, and then of course their race will come to them in the second half of the race. It's high deg track though, Bahrain. We've seen it during the week so far. A one stopper, it is doable, but quite a few guys have been opting for 2 stops this week due to the high deg nature. The tyres do tend to fall off pretty quickly and they lose their performance very, very quickly indeed, particularly at the start of the race. So again, last reminder, who's going to, with a winner, get the fastest lap? You can gamble your channel points. You've got about just a few seconds left on that one by the looks of it, on your prediction. And XRL Jacob then, that's stunning, 125.932, bagging pole position from Brutal. But it's very, very close actually. The top sort of 5-6 drivers are only separated by a couple of tenths, so it's all to play for up there. And I'm intrigued to see how the new guy gets on tonight, CRF Ben 1. He's qualified in P11, which is not too bad for a debut. And we're going to get underway. Now, of course, we saw last night a couple of spectacular incidents involving Mr. Rapid Cheese, which is quite entertaining. Binning it, he did a rusty binned it under the safety car, mate. I don't know if you saw it. It was quite funny.
No, I had an evening in with the missus, so I didn't get to tune in.
Disgraceful.
Yeah,
absolutely
well,
disgraceful.
You know how it is. TIR is life.
Just chloroform, chuck her in the shed, lock the door, back in the house, TV blaring out, beer and kebab TV, job done. Easy peasy. Right, and so someone's gone off at the back. I just saw that. Was that MCD Coda? I saw white car. Yeah, I think it's MCD Coda. He went off on the formation lap. Oh dear. Okay. But we are about to get underway. Dark Rider Shane in the chat says, good luck, racers. Indeed, mate. Indeed. This is going to be an absolute banger. So keep your eye on Brutal's car. His arch rival Hayes is in P9, but she is also in a scrap to maintain P2 in the championship as well. So a lot to be decided yet. Okay, watch for the lights, and it's go, go, go! Oh, shut up.
Watch for the lights, and it's go, go, go!
Little bit slow. Here we come, coming into turn 1. I tell you what, is that Skeefy going through into P1? Jacob has to cover on the outside, but Skeefy has got the jump on Brutal JMK and gets himself up into P2. Brutal's going to try and fight back. It almost off the track as they make their way down to turn 4 on this very first lap. So far, so good by the looks of it. And Skeefy is just about holding Brutal off, and Massey, his teammates, are ranging him. Matty gets past Pat Tate at the start for P5 and P6 as they make their way into the downhill S's through turns 6 and 7, down to the bottom of the hill at turn 8. We've got some movement there as Waddo's had a moment. Waddo! He's spun it off the curb, and he is... well, I don't think he's got any damage there, but the car, he's lost a lot of time. The two McLarens are going at it here, Ash Rainbow and Ben, as they come through turn 10 for that horrible double left-hander at the bottom of the hill. But apart from that one spin, so far, so good. Jacob got the start that he wanted. Skeefy got a superb start to jump Brutal off the start. Of course, Brutal's in that situation where he's just got to stay out of trouble, really. And we'll see how he gets on as they make their way through turn 13 at the top of the hill. Now they start to wind their way down the hill. This long run down to turn 14. But it's as you were. Just the one minor incident lap one. Bit of a spin there for Waddo, but he has got going again. I don't think there's any damage on his car, so it all should be good there for him. He's just got to try and catch up with the pack now. Codzilla and Knizzle having a bit of a scrap there down in P13, P14. Let's have a little look at that. Here we go. It's a three-way dance. Oh, it's a three-way dance. Oh, my Lord. Here we go, ladies and gents. Get ready to get the clips going here. We've got 3 cars going into turn 1. If Clover gives a frigging angle to work with, this game is terrible. And poor old Knizzle gets jam sandwiched. It's Cod that gets the overtake. Was that a double overtake from Cod? Am I seeing things? Wow.
Nosebleed alert.
Codzilla up to P13, the double overtake into turn 1. That's how you do it, ladies and gents. Oh, Knizzle goes very wide at turn 3. Oh, he's gone so wide. Surely Oakley's going to go through there. Oakley says, thank you very much, mate. Don't make that mistake when I'm around. I'll make you pay for it. And Oakley goes up into P15 with that move. Knizzle going very wide deep there. And he's now having to defend hard against IRL Schumacher as well for good measure. And of course, this is allowing all this scrapping is allowing Waddo just to cruise up behind the back of the pack now, so he's not lost out too much after that spin on lap 1. And with all the cars fighting and jockeying in front of him, of course they're not going at full speed. With Waddo with a free track, he's just going to cruise, as I say, cruise up behind them. As the cars make their way up the hill, Ash Rainbow all over the back of Pat Tate coming through turn 12. Oh, Pat Tate's lost it. Pat's lost it, and he's been spun round, and he's gonna. That's his own fault there. He lost it on his own accord. He can't blame anyone for that, unfortunately for him. And that's going to be. Has he got damage on that car?
I don't know. It looked like the McLaren did.
Yes, he has. He's got an end plate. He's got an end plate missing. Yeah. But Jacob and Skeefy then are your front two. Brutal's going to try and stay in. Let's flick it back onto the broadcast cam. So we've seen our first victim there at turn 12. It's such a tricky corner though. It's so easy to lose the back end. Pat Tate's going to come in, put a new front wing on, and he's got to start all over again. Basically, that's unfortunate for him. As the cars make their way out through turns 3 into turn 4, lap number 3. DRS, of course, is activated now. As Hayes
on Fury.
Yeah. Looks like a straightforward overtake down to turn 4. So Hayes is moving away up now up to P8. But she's got to catch and pass Brutal at some stage during this race. But the one thing about Hayes is she doesn't get many penalties.
No, she's
very clean. Got the two McLarens there running together, helping themselves out there because they're on different strategies. Ben and Ash Rainbow just sort of towing themselves along a little bit there. Not scrapping too much, but they have lost a lot of time on Matty. The top 5 have really got away here by 3 seconds.
The question is Arndt's going to play the defensive for his teammate if he gets past Fury?
Well, the thing is with Arndt's though, he's also fighting for P2 in the championship with his teammate, so it may be a question of no team orders tonight, and they're just going to go and race. But Hayes is now looking very racing indeed. Let's jump on board with Hayes' car. And in fact, we'll look at it from Art's point of view as Jacob sets another fastest lap of the race. And Ash Rainbow's coming into the pits. I reckon Ash is... just check Ash's car, see if he's got damage there, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm on board with him now.
Okay. It's an early pit stop. He's dropping those softs very early.
Front wing.
Front wing. Okay, that explains why he's losing the pace. Bob the Builder and Cod are scrapping. Looks like Cod's just about got the job done, but Preacher's going to come straight back at him now, I think. But in fact, it's Cod that got DRS, but Bob goes deep into turn 4. Oh, they're side by side, and Bob gives the rim on the outside, but then loses traction. There's a bit of a steering wobble and loses position. Codzilla gets the position back. And we've got Oakley now right behind him. And, well, I'm going to have a look at it from MCD coders. Oakley tries to go up the inside there. That's not going to work. Oh, he gets a bit squirrely on the exit there. There's a little bit of contact between him.
Lost out to Knizzle as well.
Yeah, and Knizzle said, thank you very much. I'll have a bit of that. And Knizzle moves himself up in a P12. As Coda just runs into the back of Oakley. A little bit of a punt there. Got no damage. But it's going to lose all the momentum coming out of turn 10. So Oakley may have lost position, but he can now try and go hunting down those 3 cars in front of him as they start to wind their way up the hill. Lap 4 out of 29 here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Here we go. Up front, no change. It's Skeef. In fact, there was a change. Skeefy got the lead off Jacob on the previous lap and is now just sitting there in P1. But I think we're going to see some swapping around possibly there. As Skeefy sets the fastest lap of the race. I'm just keeping an eye. See if Skeefy's close enough. Jacob's close enough for a run here, possibly. I'm going to jump on board.
Hayes on Ben.
Not quite close enough. So Hayes gets the job done there and shuts the door so Ben can't look for a repass. In fact, Ben gets a poor exit there through turn 2 and turn 3 and could be vulnerable to Night Fury here. Ben going defensive in the middle of the track. Goes late on the brakes as well. Just overshoots the corner a little bit. Night Fury, if he can get on the traction, he could have a run coming down to turn 5 and turn 6, but Ben just about holds off. Schumacher's in the pits. New set of mediums going on there. He wasn't the hards. So I don't know if he's had a bit of damage there or just didn't like those tyres. Either way, he's going to probably have to... I think he may have to two-stop it. Don't know who this guy is. Kev Knox. Jog on.
Get rid of him, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. He can't actually do anything, to be fair. Old man, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Just on board with the leaders at the moment. So their top 3, top 4 have now started to drop Matty as well. Of course, it was the top 5, but now it's just the top 4. Matty's just starting to drop off the back of these guys at the moment. Hayes is going to be under pressure as well. She is on the soft compound tyre, but we get to about lap 6, 7 now, and the mediums become the quicker tyre. Okay, I don't think we're going to see an overtake up front, or are we? Skeefy is catching Jacob pretty quickly. Is he going to have a run? Is he going to try and get the position back? Not quite. So Night Fury damage though. Might have a go here. Here we go. Ben, Hayes and Night Fury. Hayes goes defensive into turn 1. That's a good defensive line there. And again, shuts the door on Ben. That's good driving.
Cod's going for another overtake into turn 1, mate.
Oh my goodness me. Someone must be driving for Cod tonight with all these overtakes.
He's made it stick as well.
Yeah, nice from Cod there. Gets the job done. Here comes Oakley. Jump on board with Oakley. And Knizzle's gone through again. Oh, look at this three-way dance into the corner. Who is going to give up here? Knizzle's done it again. Great bit of driving. Opportunistic moving. Double overtake there on Preacher and Oakley. Wow. He is looking really racy tonight, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Knizzle and Oakley looking quite irritated sitting behind Preacher and that.
Yeah.
They've
and Coda had a little bit of contact with Oakley. It's his own fault there. He went for a bit of a send and has spun it by getting on the power too quickly. Yeah, I was literally just saying that, mate.
Yeah.
He got on the traction too soon, lit the rear tyres up, and that was it, into the wall. I don't know if he got any damage or not. Let's have a quick little look at his car at the moment, real quick. Yeah, he needs a new wing.
I'm just on with the front runners, mate, and Brutal is making some space up to Skeefy.
Okay, we're going to have, of course, a bit of a DRS train there, P1 to P4. We've all sort of caught each other's DRS, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, but we're going to look at Ben now to see if he can get close enough to Hayes, but Hayes is running okay at the moment. Night Fury Dams is in the pits. He's dropping those soft compound tyres, going for the undercut, no doubt. Ash Rainbow's gone! Top of the hill, turn 12. We're going to see a safety car. I don't think so. I don't think we are. Just yellows.
Yeah, no, front runners are still going hell for level, mate.
Yeah,
so.
top of the hill between turn 12 and turn 13. It's very similar to what happened to Pat Tate, actually, by the looks of it on the mini-map. Very, very similar indeed. It's unfortunate for Ash.
I mean, on Monday, mate, I got caught out there in qualifying, so I managed to set one lap, and then as I went for another one, it just chucked me out. So.
You see all these guys squabbling in the mid-pack. Remember what I said about Waddo? He is just cruising up to the back. Of course, he had the spin. Is now just less than 2 seconds off these guys. There he is. There is Waddo's car. So these guys fight. It's just bringing Waddo right back into play again. So far, we've got MCD Coda in the pits. That's that new front wing going on there. Set of hards going on his car. So he's going to look to go to the end, unless there's a safety car. Pat Tate picks up the first time penalty of the race.
Second.
Is it the second one? Is it? Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
okay. Let's have a look at Knizzle and Codzilla. He's the first driver to pick up a time penalty.
Yeah. Second one for him. So.
Yeah. But the first one to pick up a penalty. Jacob's in the pits. Yeah, he's going to shed those tyres now. Will mediums go to the end? 21 laps, just about. They're not going to be.
It'll
great.
Be tight.
Yeah, I think we saw it. A late safety car will probably mean he'll pit. Look at these three scrapping. It's Ben now trying to get up the inside. Oh Jesus Christ! I was going to say he's trying to get up inside Hayes. That just sounds so wrong on so many levels. I've got to really watch what I say. I can't help it.
He's going for it.
You know, Ben's going to try and go late on the brakes. Oh, and he's overcooked it, and Arce's going to go through there. Surely he's going to get the traction out the corner. But no, Ben does recover. They're going to be side by side going through turns 6 and 7. Who is going to lift off?
Who's gone?
They're not lifting off. Hang on, two seconds, mate. They're not lifting off here. And Arce's going to go try and get the inside now at the bottom of the hill at turn 8. He's leaving plenty of room. That's good driving. Switchback move from Ben, possibly. They're still side by side coming up the hill now towards through turns 9 and turns 10. Arce's got it to stick and gets the job done. In front of these, just behind these guys, Codzilla has got past Knizzle in this four-way dance. Oh, and Opie's gone out of shape. It's gone deep. And I don't know if Bob the Builder was just trying to take a bit of evasive action there and lost all his momentum. Wow, it's action-packed racing here, ladies and gents. Oh, and Oakley just runs into the back. Preacher runs into the back of Oakley there. Didn't get any damage, but Matty has spun at the top of the hill. Turn 12, is it?
And Pat Tate just went there as well. Yeah.
Oh dear. They're all having problems here with grip and no doubt track temperatures at the top of the hill. Brutal now is looking for a move on Skeefy. Here we go. This is the lead. And Brutal just goes straight through. Says thank you very much. Skeefy didn't fight that one. I don't think he wants to get involved of the championship. Pat Tate has binned it. Downhill S's. Are we going to see a safety car? We've got a VSC.
Virtual.
We've got a VSC, ladies and gents, which means the guys have to now they cannot arrive at certain parts of the track too soon, otherwise they will get a drive-through penalty if they exceed their delta times.
As Pat Tate says in the chat, that setup was yes.
So then, from the bottom, we've lost Pat Tate and Ash Rainbow so far. MCD Coda in P16, he's had to make an early pit stop. Schumacher there in P15, Night Fury Damage in 14. Jacob has come out of the pits in P13. Waddo in P12, Bob the Builder in P11. Oakley up to P10. Knizzle P9, Cod P8. None of the top 12 have pitted yet. Matty in P7 as we're back racing again. Ben in 6, Arts in 5. His teammate Hayes just in front, P4. But a lot of big gap then to Massey. 10 seconds to Massey in third, Skeefy second. And your race leader and championship leader, Brutal JMK in P1. So I'm going to flick it back onto the broadcast cam again as they make their way down the hill. Just take that off the screen. There we go. I've got Ben all over Arts as well, trying to get the position back. These two having a really, really good scrap here. Massey pits.
Tell you what though, mate. Cod's in a good spot.
He is, yeah. I mean, it's causing me stress seeing Cod do so well because I just want to burn him and I can't at the moment because he's doing pretty well. You know? So Massey putting the new set of mediums on, so that's his scheduled pit stop there. He should come out in some pretty clear traffic actually for a few laps before he starts getting tangled up again. The question is will his teammate come in at the end of the next lap as well? They're already down the downhill S's. As I say, there's a big gap between Skeefy and Hayes, 11.43 seconds. We're only on lap 10. Jacob on the fresh tyres has got past Waddo. Now, Waddo is fighting this one, but Jacob's going to make it stick. And for Jacob, he is going to sort of fight his way through his traffic a little bit at the moment, because he can't afford to be caught up in this for too long, because Massey is going to come calling before too long once he gets his tyres up to temperature.
Question is Brutal and Skeefy going to pit this lap then?
Possibly, but here comes Jacob looking to get a move done on Bob the Builder. They've both got DRS. I think he's going to try and go a little bit late into the brakes, but Bob brakes later himself and holds position. This is all a little bit frustrating, but he's now going to try and go around the outside. A little bit of contact there as he come up the hill, but it's all good. They're still side by side coming through turn 13, but I think
Skeefy stayed out.
Yeah, I think Brutal. Jacob's got the move done. Now the question is, we're going to stay with Jacob because we want to see just how this has panned out with Jacob pitting early for the undercut. Keep your eye on the dark blue of it looks like it's quite a big undercut actually for XRL Jacob. He's going to go flying through. Yeah, Skeefy is going to have to sit in behind. Brutal's going to have to come in. He may be dropped actually by Massey. They're going to be side by side, Massey and Brutal. Here we go. Let's jump on board these guys real quick. Brutal's trying to get some heat into his tyres, and Massey's going to go through, I think. Yeah, Massey gets the position. So Massey moves himself up to P10. Of course, this is the battle for the net P2 at the moment. But look at this scrap going on. There's Oakley and Codzilla going side by side. He's going to give ground here. Oakley just lifts off there. Probably a wise move there, but this is a real scrap. He's got XRL Jacob, of course, is on the fresher tyres right behind him. Good evening, Jack. How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Skeefy is holding that gap though, mate.
Okay, I'm just staying with this pack here. Massey hasn't caught up with the back of this particular pack yet, so he's dragging Brutal along. Jacobs, he's trying to find a way through these guys, but of course Oakley and Codzilla themselves are fighting for track position, so they have no obligation to move out of the way. Do you know what I mean? They're in their own scrap. Yeah. Skeefy's in the pits. He's making his scheduled stop now. And this is all frustrating a bit for Jacob. How much time is he losing here to Skeefy? Big undercut, of course, but
Arndt's coming in.
He's on a couple up old tyres. And here we go. We've got a five-way dance coming up the start-finish straight. Just going to look back there. There's Bob the Builder's car. Jacob goes to the inside. Oh, Oakley's going to the inside, and Jacob has to back out of that one. And Jacob's going to be furious. Absolutely, he's like, "Get out of my way!"
Yeah.
And is he going to force the issue? No, he's not. And Oakley just says, "Hey, Gab, listen, mate, I'm racing." But I think Jacob's now going to try and get up the inside late on the brakes into turn 4, but Oakley gives him the room. That's good driving. Who's going to get the better traction? They're going to be side by side now, coming through turns 6 into turn 7. I think this time Oakley has to yield a little bit there, and he does yield. But now he's under pressure from Bob the Builder. And there's Waddo there as well. It's all happening here in this pack as the leaders try and fight their way back through the pack.
And it's also at the stage where them Hearts are going to start coming into play as well. So.
Yeah. Massey, by the way, did jump his teammate in with the undercut. So Massey moved himself up into P9. But all the leaders, the top and Waddo had a bit of a moment, a bit of a wobble there coming up the hill. Brutal, championship leader, is right behind him. We're going to jump on board here with Brutal. He's got Massey and Skeefy directly behind him as well. This is a DRS train from 2nd all the way down to 10th, and what the interesting thing is, they're all on different strategies. Brutus has got to try and pick his way through these cars without taking too many risks. There's all these cars are going to be in one long DRS GT train. Codzilla and Jacob. That's like Jacob going to get through there. Yeah, he's going to get the through. But Knizzle goes uber defensive, and Jacob has to back out. And now Knizzle's a blocking car. Jacob's trying to find some room here on the exit of turn 1, and manages to force Cod a little bit wider. Waddo and Brutal are still fighting. Brutal could not get through. And oh, look at that, Massey right behind Brutal J&K as well. It's all happening here as they come into turn 4. Oh, Massey sends one up the inside. I don't know if that's a good move, but does he get away with it? And there's his teammate Skeefy right behind him. Wow, what a battle, guys. What a train of cars making their way down through the downhill S's. It's all led by XRL Jacob, who has cleared Knizzle. So in terms of the race win, it's starting to look quite good for Jacob now. He's ahead of this pack. He's the quickest driver out of all these gaggle of cars now. So I think he's going to look to try and stretch his legs a little bit now and pull out some breathing space between him and his rivals behind him. The gap up front is 4.82 seconds, but it's a bit academic because Ben has yet to make a pit stop. All these guys also 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th yet to make pit stops. Brutal is still trying. That's right. Brutal is still trying to fight his way through this traffic here at the moment.
Both the boys have had falls. Jackson's just busted his top lip open.
Oh dear. Well, mate, don't worry about comms. Go and sort your sweet little boy out. It takes priority, mate. Don't worry about comms at all.
I've just done it, mate. It's all good.
Right, Modo's coming into the pits. That's an early stop. May have to go mediums. May have to go hards actually. Unless he's going to try and 2-stop it. We've got Preacher all over the back. Godzilla's pitted as well. He's coming. That's, again, quite an early stop. They may have to go hards. They are going hards. Medium to hard strategies there working for those guys. And that frees up Preach now to have a run at Oakley. Oakley's found himself up to P3. Yet to make a pit stop, though. Knizzle also pitting. Hard tyres going on there. So those 3 drivers, Knizzle, Godzilla and Modo, all going for the safety first strategy of mediums to hards. You're absolutely right, Shane. It's so close at the moment, and of course all the leaders, the guys who are on the soft, they're all mixed up in this now as well. So it's really putting them all back together. The one guy's got the advantage there is XRL Jacob. You see, he's opened up a 3.4 second gap. That's an old Discord link, by the way, chat. Let me sort a new one out for you. Keeps on expiring after 1 week. I don't know why. Let me just sort that out for you, dude. There you go.
Jacob is absolutely flying, mate.
Yeah, I would say he's got that free air, mate, so he can really push. Don't forget the guys behind him, they're on old tyres and they're holding up the other lead cars. That's the thing.
Everyone else, aren't they?
Oh, and Brute's a bit late. Oh, he could have so easily got damage there, but he didn't. And Oakley comes into the pits. Bob's going to get the DRS, though, on Oakley. And he's got a little bit more straight line speed than Brutal, and then goes defensive in towards turn 1. Brutal's going to try and go the long way round through turn 1. Oh, contact between the 2 cars. Got to be careful there. And Preacher is now under a lot of pressure from Skeefy and Massey. Here we go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. What a scrap. As Skeefy goes up the inside of Brutal, goes a little bit deep. Brutal goes to a switchback move as they come through towards turn 5. And Brutal regains that position with the switchback. He was very patient there, allowed Skeefy to outbrake himself and then just grab the position back as they come down towards turn number 8. We're about half race distance now, ladies and gentlemen, of what has been an action-packed and enthralling Bahrain Grand Prix so far.
Question is though, mate, is it going to be a Red Bull or Williams? Because Skeefy and Brutal are going hell for level with each other.
Well, Brutal's now going to try and get around the outside of Preacher, but Preacher's defending well. He's on the hard tyres. They're nicely bedded in. They're not particularly quick. Skull, it will, mate. I guarantee you. As soon as I put another link up, I go to invite somebody. It will. It's a glitch in Discord, mate. I'll put another link up, and it'll expire that one. Always happens, dude. So what's Bob going to do? He's going to defend again, but this time he could be double, if not triple, overtaken here. Right, Brutal goes through. And I think Skeefy's just going to say, thank you very much. I'll go through, and we'll jump on board in Massey. He says, I'll go through as well. What the hell? And Skeefy's going to go for Brutal under the brakes into turn 1. They give each other room on the exit into turn 2. And I think Skeefy's got the high ground, but Brutal will have the DRS to come back at him as Bob picks up a time penalty. Oh, and Bob's gone off. He's gone off into the kitty litter. And Brutal's going to try and go around the outside of Skeefy into turn 4. Oh, this is action-packed racing. They're side by side. They bash wheels. Who is going to get out in front? I think it's Skeefy. Just Brutal lifts off there. I think Brutal just wants to live to fight another day here. But what a great titanic scrap between those guys. And Massey is just sat there behind, getting ready to pounce if a mistake is made. A little bit further down the field, Hayes is on the back of Matty now as well. They're both on the same strategy, of course. But Hayes, if she's got any chance of winning the championship tonight, she has somehow got to pass those guys and pass Brutal. And Brutal's got to have a mistake somewhere on track. But you guys, you've followed me for a long time. You've seen all the races that I've done. How many times in Grand Prix have we seen it all be flipped upside down late on the race with a late safety car or something? How many times have you seen that, ladies and gents?
Like, we've seen it way too many times. even with the penalties, they're keeping it very low. Like only one driver with a penalty, which is quite nice to see. To be fair.
Right, Jacob's almost caught Ben here now. I think he's going to look to go and try and get the overtake done. Ben yet to make a pit stop. Ben is going for the... actually, it's a really fine stint in the medium compound tyre. Ben's going to be going medium softs.
Knizzle with no front wing, mate.
Knizzle's going to have to come in and change that out as Jacob then goes up the inside of Ben. This is for legit P1, and Jacob is easy as you like there. Ben's going to try and fight it, but Jacob's got the high ground. He's on fresher tyres. And gets the job done. Look at the gap he's opened up over Skeefy. 6.4 seconds in, net 6.5 seconds. But we've got this then scrap between P3, P4 and P5, the two Williams drivers, and of course Brutal JMK, as Knizzle puts on a new front wing, new set of medium compound tyres. Hayes at the moment can't find a way past Matty. She can see her championship hopes just fading a little bit now. 12 laps to go. Oakley and Codzilla. I'm going to watch this Oakley and Codzilla for a minute. This is a good scrap to watch.
Yeah, just a quick one, mate. You know where the fuel symbol is? What's that other one next to it?
Whether their teammates pitting or not.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. Oakley and Codzilla going side by side through turn 10. Good driving, guys. They gave each other plenty of room coming through there. That's what we like to see. Some good respect shown on track. As Oakley has another look again. I wonder if Watto's going to try and help him out as Jacob sets the fast lap race. Ben now pits, finally makes his pit stop. Should be a new set of softs going on there. And that should take him to the end. It's going to drop him down, probably to around about P7, P8, but he will be on fresh rubber then. As Cod needs to make sure he gets DRS off Watto, otherwise he's going to be vulnerable to attack from Oakley. Ben's just making his way out the pits now. P10 he's come out in, so he is on fresh rubber, so he can push quite hard now. Right, so Cod then's looking to try and get Watto. Oh, Codemasters just giving us these shitty angles. They really do. Watto goes defensive. Cod's going to try and go around the outside at turn 1. Can he get the move done? No, Oakley's right on there at the inside to come through turn 2. In fact, Watto's trying to let Oakley through. Oh, my goodness me. This is a scrap. Now, Oakley's going to try and block. Sorry, Watto's going to try and block Oakley's car, or Cod's car. Oakley goes through. Oh, and Watto. That's naughty. That's naughty, mate. There's cute, and then there's naughty. Turned in on Codzilla there. That was a bit silly. And Cod won't be too happy about that one at all. Brutal is on the back of Skeefy. I think those two have just swapped positions, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to say, mate.
Yeah, Massey's. Yeah, just like I say, when I'm on the battle, mate, tell me about that afterwards. Yeah. I can see. I'm constantly looking at the timing screen, mate, so I can see all the battles that are going on there. They're talking, which is a three-way battle now between Bob, Matty, and Hayes. But Bob will be pitting, I'd imagine, the end of this lap. Actually, put a new set of softs on, so we can go to the end. Now Schumacher's dropped in his scrap as well. So a little look at that. This is for position. Brutal gets the job done on Skeefy. Goes a little bit deep to turn 1, but of course Skeefy will just have to return DRS now. Now what Brutal's got to do is just place this car beautifully. He actually placed that quite well there. Which way is Skeefy going to go? Skeefy has to switch to the inside line, coming into turn 4 under the brakes. As long as he doesn't outcook himself, he should be okay. But Brutal, look at the traction. Brutal got out the corner, and Skeefy's going to have to just yield that one. Brutal just carried so much traction coming through. Bob the Builder's pitted, so a new set of softs going on there. But Hayes cannot find a way. In fact, no, Bob has not pitted. Sorry, I thought he pitted. He hasn't pitted. Skeefy's got back past Brutal again and through on the exit of turn 8.
Great battle between Skeefy and Brutal, mate.
Oh, it is, mate. Oh, it's
great driver to qualify, mate.
Absolutely, mate. And long may it continue. Long may it continue.
Giving each other the right amount of space, and yeah, there's no silly moves.
As they wind their way up the hill. Lap 19 out of 29, but Jacob's looking, sitting pretty up front. Nice 7.6 second gap. He can just control the pace now. I don't know who this guy is, Jack Imac. Jog on.
Yeah, he's got.
We still got this big four-way scrap there between the two Ferraris, the Alfa Romeo Cod and the Aston Martin of Irel Schumacher. He's on much older tyres, but I think for pure pace, Schumacher's probably the quickest out of these four drivers on pure pace.
Yeah, I agree, mate. There's Ben's jumped on the back of Arntz and got the DRS as well.
Yeah, Bob's finally pitting now. New set of softs going on there as Ben sets the fastest lap of the race, 1:29.303 on those new soft compound tyres. And as you say, gets the job done on Arntz into turn 1 just about, does he? I think he is. Yeah, he gets that, makes that stick. Now, here comes this big scrap here. Let's jump back on board with Godzilla. Looking to try and get a move done on, get a position back off the 2 Ferraris. Just got a little bit squirrely there at turn 2, slightly deep on the entrance of turn 2, so just lost a little bit of frontline speed there. IRL Schumacher's going to be thinking about a possible attack here quite soon. As well, lap 20, ladies and gents, out of 29 of this absolutely enthralling Bahrain Grand Prix. As it stands at the moment, Brutal JMK is the 6A champion, the season 6A champion, and I think Hayes at the moment is just about going to get P2, but it's going to be pretty close actually. But I think she should be okay. Are we going to see a late safety car though? A late safety car to spice things up?
All in all, though, Hayes will be very happy with second.
Well, she missed a race as well. That's costing the championship in essence.
Yeah.
Quite possibly, she missed that one race. Otherwise, it'd have been like a couple of points separating the top 2. Just unfortunate. Night Fury damages right on the back of this pack. Schumacher goes deep, and Night Fury even get a traction out the corner. They're going to be going side by side, coming down the hill as Ben sets another fastest lap. Night Fury's got the inside line, so Shuey's going to have to probably yield this one. Which he does, but Shuey will pick up the DRS to come straight back at him. Oh, in fact, Schumacher's bailing out. He's making his stop. New set of softs going on there. He'll be going to the end on those tyres. Okay, let's go back onto this scrap between second, third and fourth. It's not done yet. Skeefy, Brutal and Massey as they make their way down through turn 9 into turn 10.
Tugging each other along in the DRS, mate. That's what they're doing.
Giving each other a tug. Absolutely. Okie dokie. Hayes still can't find a way past Matty, sorry. She's got to try and clear him, and somehow safety car or something's going to have to sort of come into play. Otherwise, it's all over. Commentator's curse. Of course.
You just want that safety car, mate.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
But here we go then.
Like us on Monday, mate. Like we had that late safety car. We also had 2 laps of no DRS.
And had the same yesterday, mate, as well. It was, in fact, the safety car came out in both races on exactly the same lap. So here we go. 9. Now Fury is attacking Godzilla as they come off the turn 13, top of the hill. IRL Schumacher has a clear coda on those new tyres. And Cod's coming under increasing pressure now. Here comes Night Fury damage. He's on the much fresher tyre. You'd expect him, even if they've both got DRS, he's going to get the job done. Yeah, he just absolutely sails past Cod's. Cod's going to have to yield that one. And Night Fury is now on the charge. Cod's going to have to try and just stick with him to see if he can pick up some scraps here. As Fury's going to go after both Ferraris now. Ben has caught up with Hayes now.
That was very deep.
Ben goes, gets a good job on Hayes. Has he got the position? He has indeed. Turn 8, and Ben is on a charge now up to P6, and can he possibly catch Massey before those tyres burn out? He'll have to clear Massey quickly, but then 8 seconds to catch Massey. 7 laps to go on new tyres. It's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
I was on board with Ben and Hayes when he made that move, mate. I was very late on the brakes.
That's how it's got to be done, man. Sometimes.
Yeah, lick the stamp and send
it. Yeah, lick it and send it. Absolutely. Bob the Builder has caught up the back of this pack. Of course, Bob on brand spanking new tyres. He is going to be really, really racy. P13 as they make their way up the hill. And Cod's... Cod... Wow, an audacious move from Bob. Went up the inside at turn 12. That was brave from Bob. He just leant on those tyres. Had confidence that the grip was there. As Ben does get the move done on Matty now. Can he chase down Massey to try and spoil the Williams drivers' days? Possibly. Could yet be in a run for a podium here.
Great drive from him, mate. As you said,
yeah, very impressed.
First race, so yeah, no, he's doing very well.
And Night Fury now is trying to break up the two Ferraris. He may get one of them possibly here.
Ben's just gone purple sector 1 as well.
He's absolutely motoring, mate. Cod's starting to drop off the back of these now. Guys are obviously on fresher tyres in front of him. Yeah, Ben is just taking a second and a half out of Massey in the lap. He is on target to catch him if his tyres hold together. He is on target to catch by the final lap. Just watching a scrap here from Bob the Builder's POV for Ps 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. The two Ferraris at the moment doing a pretty good job of keeping these guys at bay. They're working quite well together. But let's see what happens. Bob, as we know, that's Preacher by the way, he's a feisty racer. He does like a good old send, a good old lick it and send it. He does.
Quite scrappy in his early
yeah,
days, mate.
he gets his elbows out and gets his teeth out and whatnot, and has a good old gnaw, doesn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, that's one of my additions to the league, and he's certainly been a good addition, to be fair.
I thought Pat brought him in. Oh,
No,
oh dear, oh dear. Talk of the devil, he's just put it in the wall. A little bit of contact there between, Night Fury Damage put it in the wall. But Bob just got a bit cute there with Oakley and just tagged Oakley's rear end. I don't think he got any damage, he didn't. But Night Fury was looking, he had the DRS, and of course, the DRS is still open. He made a sharp turn to the right to go for a double overtake and put it straight into the wall because the DRS flap was open. That's unfortunate for him, but, well, there you go.
Yeah, no, when they come in, mate, I bought Dark Rider with them as well, so...
Right, what can Preacher do? Oh, so you're to blame for bringing Dark Rider in. Right, okay.
Hey, he's done well, mate. He's certainly come a long way.
Oakley... Okay, I'm just watching that. Make sure he doesn't move in the braking zone there. I think he moved across just in time. But Bob's going to go through now. Bob is brave. That's the second lap in a row. He's gone over. He's trusted the grip in the tyres and has gone up the inside. That is fantastic driving from Bob the Builder. Moves himself up to P10 with an identical overtakes the one he did on Cod. Wow, that was ballsy, man. And now he should get Wadder here. There's nothing that Wadder can do about this one. Bob on fresher tyres. He's just going to say lean on those tyres now and really just... yeah, are you still there, Shane? I knew you were there, Shane. I could hear you breathing. Night Fury Damage, new front wing going on there. Ben's got the gap down to Massey to under 5 seconds now. That's going to be a scrap there, I reckon, on the last lap possibly. Hayes is still stuck behind. She's still spooning Matty. Can't get the move done there at all. Been stuck behind him for this entire stint. Really, really frustrating. Brutal, by the way, is still just... He's now... I think he's just maintaining station now behind Skeefy because Massey has started to drop... He's dropped off the back of these guys now. It's about 3.5 seconds down the road. And for Massey now, he's just got to keep going now because he's going to start to see a little bit of orange in his wing mirror as Ben gets closer and closer and closer. Okay, let's have a look at the race leader XRL Jacob. We haven't seen a great deal of Jacob so far, but he has pretty much dominated the race. Did the early pit stop. Sniper says, what's XRL tyres like? Kind of round, black, bit of chrome. There you go, mate. They're looking pretty warm, mate. That front left has taken a pounding, 59%, but they'll be okay as Bob the Builder sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Yeah, his tyres should be okay. They'll go to the end. There's only 3 laps to go now, so they'll be up around 70% by the end of it. I reckon 72%, but they should be fine. Skeefy, that's his tyre wear. Brutal. Not quite as much for Brutal. He's got a little bit more left in his tyre. Massey, his tyres are looking a little bit tired, particularly left front, left rear. He has leaned on them quite a bit in this stint. And Ben's tyres, there's Ben. Oh, he's not got his telemetry on. Damn it, I can't tell you what his tyre wear's like. That's unfortunate. But here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. What have we got here? The two Ferraris, they kind of got mugged by Bob, didn't they? They've been sort of helping themselves, you know, drive around and help each other. But Bob just said, listen, you two are just too slow. Get out of my way. You know what I mean? But they have managed to drop Cod, though, which I think they wanted to do. So Cod is now down in P12. There are a couple of cars with penalties, though, but Bob has managed to extend the gap out. So he's got carrying 3 seconds of time penalties at the moment. So he is clear at the moment in legit P9.
Yeah, he's certainly had a good race, mate.
He has had a good
compared to
race.
some we've seen this season.
Yeah, he's had a good... he's had a tidy race tonight. Dark White changes in the chat. I don't think I was expecting Bob on the softs at the end. Well, he did that really good stint. He did a long stint on the hard compound tyres and pitted at the right time. We haven't seen the safety car at all, just the one VSC. Of course, both the two DNF cars, both Ash Rainbow and Pat Tate, they both went at top of the hill between turns 12 and 13. But we're on lap 27 out of 29. Brutal JMK has got about 8 miles to go, and then he is going to be crowned the 6A champion. And it's looking pretty good for him at the moment. Can't think there's going to be any instances going into the stewards regarding Brutal from what I've seen. It's been a lot of clean racing.
Clean race for him, mate. Very well earned championship as well.
Yeah, Jacob though is just coming around turn 15 now. He's about to start his penultimate lap here at Bahrain. Here we go. Yeah, Jacob just starting lap 28 now. The gap to Skeefy is 6.1 seconds. Brutal's just holding station P3 behind him. Massey in 4. Ben has got the gap down to 2.5. Can he catch Massey? He's going to have to push a little bit now on this penultimate lap. He's got to be within DRS range on the final lap. The gap 2.6. Let's just jump on board to see where he can see Massey's car. There is Massey's car, so Ben can see him quite clearly. He's just got to really push on this lap now. Really use up those tyres. Gap down 2.586. Hayes, by the way, still unfortunately has not been able to find a way past Matty whatsoever. Matty's defended well, and Hayes, I think, is just holding station there. Oakley and one of the two Ferraris just swapping positions there at P10 and P11.
Tell you what I've noticed with them Ferraris, mate, they do love ganging up on people.
Well, of course, they've been teammates for some time.
Yeah.
We're just watching now, Ben. The gap down to 2.1 on Massey. He's just taken half a second out.
Just watching Brutal and Skeefy, mate. He's managed to keep that gap at 5 tenths.
Yeah.
Brutal's now just managing to close it down.
Well, XRL Jacob's about to start his final lap. I'm going to jump on board with Brutal, though, to see if he does actually look to go for an overtake on Skeefy, or whether he's just going to sit behind him and play it safe. Skeefy moves out to the right-hand side of the track. Oof, Brutal decides to go for the overtake. That was close between two cars there. He gets the job done, moves himself up into P2. Will Skeefy want to get involved with the re-overtake, knowing that it's the championship leader in front of him? Here we go. It's possibly Skeefy's one of Skeefy's last chances. Brutal goes defensive. Which way is Ski going to go? Ski goes late on the brakes around the outside at turn 4. Brutal should have the track position, which he does. Ben's got the gap down to 1.5 to Massey. We're getting close. Jacob, though, is just coming out towards turn 9, turn 10 now in the final lap. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Infamous F1. Welcome, dude. Just at the end of this mini-season finale here in TIR, the Division 3 Stallions. And it looks like Brutal JMK, by virtue of P2, is going to finish the Division 6A champion. Had a 37-point lead going into tonight's race. Of course, 45 point for a win here in TIR, 36 for P2. Ben's got the gap down to 1 second on Massey now. He's just going to run out of time, I think, unless Massey makes a mistake. It's now under a second. 0 for one more lap. 0 for one more lap. But here we go. We're going to jump on board with Don't Weave Too Much, mate. XRL Jacob is going to take the checkered flag down. A well-deserved victory here at Bahrain. He's dominated the race. GG's. He takes the checkered flag. All eyes are on Brutal JMK. Is he going to be crowned champion or is he going to blow it? He is P2 and Division 3 Season 6A champion. Congratulations to Brutal JMK. Job well done. Skeefy does finish P3. Massey just finishes P4. Great drive though from Ben in his debut, pushed him all the way at the end. Hayes and Arntz both jumped. Matty of course was carrying that time penalty for P6 and P7 for the Team Mercedes drivers. Matty in P8, Bob the Builder, some stunning overtaking, crosses the line in P9. Watto and Oakley now having a legit scrap here for Ps 10 and 11, and I think Watto's going to take it he does. In fact, Oakley tries to hit him. Godzilla crosses the line in P12. Iro Schumacher is going to cross the line in P13. And then it's been a bit of a night to forget for the two Haas drivers, Night Fury Damage and MCD Coda. In fact, there's a real scrap here because Knizzle wants some points here. He had to do an extra pit stop. And is he going to steal it? Oh, look at this. Side by side coming up to the checker flag. Is Knizzle going to get P15? I think he is. I think Knizzle just got the P15 there. He's had a lot of racing tonight, a lot of overtakes in his particular race. But what a great race that was. I think I've lost Andrew. I'm going to end the stream in a minute, Andrew, anyway, so don't worry about it, man. But thank you so much for doing the co-coms, dude. It's always greatly appreciated, man. But we'll just give you a rundown of tonight's runners and riders. What a great race, though. Absolutely fabulous. There's some action-packed racing up and down the field. A couple of minor contacts, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's always nice to end up on a high there, these guys. So let's just give you a rundown of the final positions. So it's XRL Jacob then takes the victory. GG's there. Brutal JMK, though, is crowned champion in P2. Skeefy is in P3. Massey P4, so good final race there for two Williams drivers. Sierra F1, Ben in his debut, P5, good drive there. Hayes in P6, Arntz in 7. What the hell? There we go. Arntz in P7, then we've got Night Fury. What the hell's wrong with this? There we go. Bob the Builder in P9, Watto in P10, then we've got Oakley, Godzilla, Iro Schumacher, Night Fury Damage, Knizzle and Coda with the two DNFs, Pat Tate and Ash Rainbow. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matty, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oakley in the chat says Forza Ferrari. Well, I don't think they'd be very impressed with. Was it P10 and P11 or whatever it was? If you had P1 and P2, you'd be okay. Right, there we go, ladies and gents. Let's head back to the command centre and just wrap up tonight's stream.
Managed to make it back to the end.
There you go, mate. There you go. But yeah, good race that, man. Good way to finish off the season. I thought the guys had a really good drive tonight. There's a lot of good tactics, a lot of good driving, a lot of good racecraft being shown as well.
Yeah, mate.
And it was really, really good to see. So congratulations to all the drivers who've competed in Division 3, the mini season. Of course, we've split the main season into two parts, and we're all going to take a week's break at the end of this racing week, and then reset the clock for Season 6B, starting, of course, at Spa-Francorchamps, which will be, for these guys, a fortnight tonight. But a great race indeed. Well done to everybody who finished. Again, congratulations to Brutal JMK for sealing the 6A championship. I think Hayes, I think she did get P2 in the championship at the end. I'll have to check the confirmation, but I'm pretty sure she did get P2. In the end, it was a quiet race for the two Mercedes drivers, but they got good points. Of course, always good for the Constructors' Championships as well. So well done to those guys. And that's about it for tonight, ladies and gents. Andrew, thank you for doing the co-coms, as always, mate.
You're welcome.
Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And I'll be back tomorrow night, ladies and gents. I believe it's the Paradox Series. Oof, tomorrow night, yes. Esports action here on Beer and Kebab TV with 20 of the best no-assist Xbox drivers on the planet going at it tomorrow night. And then Friday, ladies and gents, I'm going to be doing the double stack. We have the late race, which is the TIR Season 1 finale with TTM Rusty going for the championship, which is going to be one race that you don't want to miss. And before that, just as big, if not bigger, we have the FGWC Esports final Big Twos race, the 20 of the best no-assist drivers on the planet, with Ron Hart going for the championship on Friday night. And I believe that's at Silverstone. I need to confirm that. I'm pretty sure it's Silverstone. So we've got a ton of racing coming up here on the channel over the next couple of 3 nights, ladies and gents. So please make sure you tune in for those. And that's about it, guys. So thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's content. I certainly enjoyed calling it. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. And until then, take care. Godspeed.